Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Weekly Buff, and this week we got a real treat for you guys. We've got not just a LaFerrari, but Steve Wynns LaFerrari, the black one, the one you saw in Van Wiki last year that I talked about how Steve and the Ferrari Corporation butted heads. Well, that car is here now. We're going to be releasing this on Van Wiki here in May, but we wanted to show you guys what a true supercar looks like with electric motors, hybrid, and a gas motor putting on 949 horsepower. Now, our team has been working on this car for a couple days, prepping. As you guys can see in the video, you'll see paint correction before and after. We had to be really careful because this car had been buffed on quite a bit, so the paint was kind of thin. We did polish it, and we're getting ready to PPF it with Maxwell and Josh right now. And Sharif and Alfonso will be joining us on Friday. So guys, I hope you enjoy this weekly edition of the Weekly Buff. It's gonna be epic.
It's game time and I'm up one.
How many bottles of product? So we're about building relationships. So I'm a team of Wasit, the fastest growing brands for detailing products, chemicals, and coatings in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to work on the LaFerrari. This is Steve Wynns' car that was just auctioned off at Barrett-Jackson here in 22 January, Scottsdale. And the boys are masking it off. They're going to be doing full correction on this. So what do you think about this project, Josh? Are you nervous?
No. Just when something breaks, it costs a lot.
I mean, cost me a lot.
It costs everybody a lot.
So we got a lot of scratches and imperfections. This car has been buffed on. We're going to show you with some focused lighting, because from here it looks decent, guys, but when you get close up with the lights, it's not so good. I mean, look at these scratches. If you guys look, and on the driver's side is pretty bad from somebody getting in and out. I mean, look at these scratches. Now this car is worth somewhere between $4 and $6 million. We're going to be documenting the whole process of restoring this paint back to its Italian beauty. But guys, I just want to show you that just because you spend $4, $5, or $6 million doesn't mean that you're going to get perfect paint. And this is why people look for experts like us and our installers, because it's super important that this paint be restored back to what the factory would have produced. What do you think, JR, of this car?
I need new pads, I need new buffer, I need new compound.
He needs all new stuff, Josh.
New
He's
towels,
demanding
new
pads,
ceramic,
machine.
new washing machine.
New washing machine?
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with the washing machine?
Because we gotta renew the towels.
Oh, that's right, because we put you in that last weekend and we spin dried you.
Yeah.
Josh, what's the plan of action on the LaFerrari this morning?
Try and get most of this stuff buffed out.
But what's your pattern product combination? I mean, what's the strategy? What's the history with this paint from what you see as an expert?
Well, it's really soft, so you can't do anything too aggressive. You're gonna end up doing more work for yourself, and the paint's really thin, we've been noticing. So right now,
why do you think the paint's thin?
It's been buffed so much times. You can see
It's
all the
been buffed
marring.
a lot.
Yeah, there's so much marring all over this thing. Like, it's been buffed.
It's been buffed. I mean, whoever's buffed this. And so I was trying to figure out, why would this car come in with this many scratches and swirl marks, right?
Yeah.
And the reason is people knew the history of this car being buffed.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't want the risk of buffing it to get the scratches out.
And run into issues.
And then running into issues. So we got Pandora's box.
Yeah, sadly, but still.
So at least we saw the history. We know we can't go after this aggressively.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get it good enough
To get
because the whole
PPF
car is
on
gonna
it.
be PPF'd with Sharif and Alfonso and Maxwell and yourself this weekend.
Exactly.
Like this.
Come on, bro, show me that way.
Take one.
And as you can see, this is not an easy job. It's got Maxwell quite stressed out, but I told him it's actually good for you because it makes you like even better at being an artist in PPF, right? So this door has got these deep contours where it comes and dips and it goes inside. It kind of reminds me, have you ever done a McLaren 720S? That door is a nightmare.
It is a nightmare.
Right? And so this is kind of reminiscent of that. But we like these challenges because I think that when you looked and I looked, I didn't find much of anybody except Topaz in England who's done one of these in PPF, and it's definitely a challenge. The client said to me, well, that's why I'm paying you to do it, not anybody else, right? So he's got that much confidence in us. But guys, paint protection film is to preserve the paint. Coating could be done on this car, but this customer wants to put it in a cocoon and then coat this, and then we've got to make it look like we didn't even put plastic on it. I mean, look at these panels, it's all bubbly and looks like a sheet, a clear sheet. But now when we're done, we've got to make it look like it's not even on the car, and that's not going to be an easy task. So let's let Max get back to work.
What's up, man? Nice to meet you, man.
Fucking rich, man. There you go. First time meeting, but it's felt like we know each other forever.
So I did the fenders. So I did the hood, but then there was this huge stretch mark that I couldn't get out and everything, so I just ripped it out. But I had the fenders done. This door is completely done except for the mirror. I did both of these on both sides of this one. I did do the door on that side, but then I had to rip it out because there was just too much stretch work.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, like, it's so hard to do, so that's as good as I
Damn, look at that.
Yeah, I got it all in one piece.
Oh, never mind. I thought this was all connected right here. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
holy
Yeah. But I did get it all in one piece right here. Tucked it all the way under,
Tilt, good amount. At least like almost like a U pattern and then a straight cut up. Just feed that. This is gonna be
The other thing is the percentage
right here.
You can cut right here.
Here I was kind of wrong this one. I was thinking,
Oh, so
see
here.
right, I was gonna do it on this bottom body line over there, but the problem is right around here you're gonna have an issue. So it's better to cut it on this light refraction line all the way over there.
And then have this fold down as much as possible. It's probably gonna drop right here. But this part is anyway gonna get hit either way. So you don't have to worry about
It'll
that.
come up to right around here actually, because this is the angle this way. So it'll be there. See how much tension there's in the film?
Did you get yours to lay down already inside?
Yeah.
So you waiting for Grandpa over there to catch up to you?
That's a master tech right there.
You see how he likes to post pictures up when he was buff and good looking?
Jerry curls.
Yeah, on Facebook.
You see the Jerry curl one?
Yeah, you the one who have it all over your house.
He just, no, I'm still good looking. He just doesn't figure it out.
You see that picture that's hanging on your over your fireplace?
Which one?
You? Like,
I don't have a
without
fireplace.
shirt?
He's
That
just
fireplace
jealous.
upstairs, or the bathroom, in the hallway. I looked at it, I was going to the bathroom to take a shower. I looked.
That was painted to me when I was a kid by an artist, a buddy of mine.
Yeah, but
Oh, you got one of those Titanic
No.
things?
He's totally gay. He would love Alfonso. Alfonso, would you like to meet him? His name is Bud.
I'm good.
He'd love to paint you. I'm sure he'd like to paint you.
Did you make it for that one? You had no shirt.
How do you don't have no shirt? Why? Look, that's just my face. What are you talking about?
You had no shirt. Hey, you had his chest hair hanging out. I looked at us like this guy would have someone draw a picture of him.
Oh, he was loving it, bro. Back then, he was chiseled. He had an 8-pack.
Look at all that tension.
I'm trying to relax the film right now.
Do you want heat or more hot water? Or
That's what this is right here.
hot water? Is the roof already done? Or one side, I think.
Both sides, and I'm gonna do the T-neck.
Oh, that's good. We're ahead of schedule. If we get this done before we leave, then we'll have the left and rear, and then front bumper.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's front bumper and rear 2 bumperettes.
Yeah, the bumper at the corners down here.
Tomorrow.
Yep, in good shape. Max jumped into it. I was like, I thought he was gonna wait, and he's like, nah, I'm fucking getting on this shit, right, Max?
Yeah, man.
See, he's already rubbing off on me. Wow, I'll be corrected. I'm rubbing off on him. Hey guys, Rich here. We're working on the LaFerrari 2014, and this has been a challenge for us to get this thing polished and PPF'd for the weekly buff. This is also going to be a special guest on Ed Bolian's YouTube channel, which is Ben Wiki. So as the guys are getting started, I'm going to show you how we prep a panel that is PPF'd and how we put ceramic coating on PPF, because there's a lot of questions out there. Can you PPF or can you ceramic coat PPF? And the question is yes, if it's the right type of coating, right, and the right solvent, because you can damage the PPF. But fortunately, the Glossy Pro series is user friendly. So first step is we're going to use our Gloss Enhancer Quick Detailer. This is a water-based emulsion. There is no silicone, there is no petroleum distillate. It's green friendly. This is our go-to product. This is the first product I ever developed back in 2004. It's user friendly. I'm also going to be using an 80/20 microfiber towels. You guys can see there's residual soap and water marks all over the PPF, and before you coat it, you want to make sure you clean that surface. Now you can use an alcohol water mixture like 70% isopropyl with 30% isopropyl, 70% water mixture, or you can use the Gloss Enhancer. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you how to do it. So first step is you're going to spray some Gloss Enhancer. Don't be afraid to use a lot of product. Use a brand new towel, especially if you just installed PPF on a car like this. You want to make sure that you clean any residual oils or types of soap off the finish before you apply the ceramic coating. We do have a PPF and vinyl coating, but the EVO Pro Graphene is very similar in formulation, except it has a lot more resin and more graphene in it. So we're gonna go ahead and dab it on the microfiber applicator for applying onto the PPF. Now I put quite a few drops because I got a large area of ceramic. We're gonna show how I apply it. We're actually gonna make like a grid and we apply it to the PPF. And we're going to use a crosshatch. Why? Because we want to make sure they get even coverage and we're not missing any areas. And then left to right again. And I'm going to put some more product on. And you can see when it's wet, now we want to remove it when it starts to haze. As you guys can see, the coating leaves a haze on the paint, almost like cloudy. And we gotta let it get milky. It's a really good angle with the light. See how I can see it all? On the camera it shows up great. So we're gonna give it a few minutes. And then we're going to remove the ceramic coating. Now this is the first layer of our EVO Pro Graphene. This is over 90% solids. 2 graphene components, fluoricated, non-fluoricated. What does that mean? It's going to leave a sick, wet gloss and super hard finish. Okay, now it's time to remove. We're going to use our gloss enhancer quick detailer. Perfect. Josh is going to use an 80-20 towel for the initial wipe down. Ready? Yep. Now it's time to level the coating. Now the gloss enhancer will remove the solvent, not the SiO2 from the PPF. That's really important to know. People think we're stripping it off with the gloss enhancer, but it's really just stripping the solvent, allowing the SiO2 to bond to the paint protection film. And we are using SunTech PPF Ultra, which has self-healing qualities, but it doesn't have the hydrophobic ability of the ceramic coating on top of the PPF. So we've got 2 layers of protection. Hey guys, it's a wrap. This 2014 LaFerrari has been here for a week, and as much as I love this car and love to look at it, I don't like the responsibility of having a, you know, $4 or $5 million supercar in my possession, because things can happen. But the guys here at Glossy did a great job. We got Maxwell, we've got Junior, Josh, and we've got our special guests Alfonso and Sharif from SS Customs. Be sure to look them up here in the box below in the description. But guys, this was not an easy car by any means. We wanted to install paint protection film to protect the integrity of this paint, because this car is worth a lot of money and the customer wanted everything that was painted wrapped. Now guys, that's not an easy task when you look at a car like this with all the contours, the curves, is to make something look seamless but functional. Not an easy task, and this is one awesome supercar. And this is not just any ordinary weekly buff. We are now starting to collaborate with some of the top guys in the country to bring more awareness to this type of expert work, next level type of standards. And this car was nothing short of amazing in the craftsmanship and the guys who chipped in. You guys will see that this video was a collaboration with everybody who wanted to chip in and help us on the job. Some of the things that we did here that were difficult, if you come to the rear of the car, was how do we cut the back of this car with PPF? And we attacked this several ways and made several attempts trying to find a way to follow the body lines, right? To make it look like the seam that we did create, if you could find it, looked like it was part of the car or part of the design. That was a major task. You know, the guys did just finish today's ceramic coating these wheels. They're center lock wheels. I don't even want to know what these wheels would cost if you had to replace one or you damaged one. It's got the ceramic. I looked up online, a windshield for a LaFerrari would take a year to get and over $50,000 to replace the glass. I don't even fit in this car. I mean, I'm almost 6'4", and it's hard for me to get in. Even Josh, my shop foreman, he barely fits in this car. But guys, this also received our EVO PRO Graphene ceramic coating, which we put on top of the PPF, so it's another layer of protection. We did the glass, we did the wheels, and we put it outside today for about 4 or 5 hours because condensation does build between the film and the glass. This is going to need to sit in the sun to fully cure for the paint protection film. But guys, I hope that you liked the video. Be sure to follow us. Go ahead and ring the bell. Leave a comment. I'll see you next week on the next Weekly Buff.